Hey, you, open the window all the way.
Hey, what's going on, officer?
Are you a U.S. citizen? Answer me.
Why are you asking me that?
I can hear from your accent you're not from here.
So my accent is the
Show me your documents now or we'll have a problem.
You serious?
Right now, ID, let's go.
Uber driver profiled by ICE roasts agents. You're not at the border. This is Minnesota. A knock on the car window. Ahmed looks up from his phone. Hey, you, open up, the agent says. Ahmed rolls down the window. Yeah. Are you a U.S. citizen? Ahmed pauses. Why are you asking me? The agent steps closer. I can hear you don't have the same accent as me, that's why I'm asking. Ahmed stays calm. Okay, so my accent. If you were from this country, you'd know I'm an immigration agent. ID, now. Ahmed looks the agent right in the eyes. You're not at the border, this is Minnesota. The agent's voice gets harder. Man, shut up, show me your documents or we're gonna have a problem. That agent had no idea what he just walked into. In the next 72 hours, this video would blow up across America. It would spark a lawsuit against the federal government. It would turn a quiet Uber driver into a symbol of courage. The man with the accent that agent was mocking, a U.S. citizen, a college graduate with a degree in mechanical engineering from Washington State University. Ahmed bin Hassan had been American for almost 10 years. He survived a civil war as a child. He worked his way through college. He became a citizen in 2016. He was not scared. He was not confused. He was letting the agent show his true colors on camera. And Ahmed's phone, it was recording every single word. Before I continue, let me ask you this. Have you ever been treated unfairly by someone in power? Drop your answer in the comments. But those ICE agents had no idea who they were messing with in that parking lot. Ahmed bin Hassan was 38 years old. He was born in Somalia during the Civil War. His family escaped to Kenya when he was just a kid. In 2005, when Ahmed was 17, he moved to America alone. He wanted a better life. Ahmed worked hard. He went to Washington State University. In 2015, he got his degree in mechanical engineering. He did everything right, but when he tried to get engineering jobs, nobody would hire him. I'm black Muslim immigrant, Ahmed said later, so it wasn't easy getting hired. He still owed over $70,000 in student loans, so he started driving trucks. Then, in December 2025, he started driving for Uber at the Minneapolis airport. He just wanted to make a living. Ahmed became a U.S. citizen in 2016. He had been American for almost 10 years when those agents knocked on his window. His wife and kids still lived in Kenya. He was working to support them from far away. Now here is what made Ahmed different. He was not afraid to die. His Muslim faith gave him peace. He had survived a war as a child. A few angry agents did not scare him. On January 7, 2026, Ahmed was just trying to work. He had no idea federal agents were about to surround his car. The agents who stopped Ahmed that day were not random officers. They were part of the biggest immigration crackdown Minnesota had ever seen. It started in December 2025. President Trump gave a speech about Somali immigrants. He called them garbage. He said Minnesota needed to be cleaned up. It was one of the most racist things a president had ever said about a community. Then things got worse. A man who made videos for far-right websites went to Minnesota. He filmed daycare centers run by Somali people. He claimed they were all committing fraud. The video went viral. It made people angry, but later, reporters found out his source was a far-right lobbyist with his own agenda. After that video, the Trump administration sent thousands of federal agents to Minnesota. They were not looking for criminals. They were looking for Somali people. They showed up at airports. They showed up at grocery stores. They showed up at apartment buildings. The Somali community in Minneapolis was scared. Most of them were citizens. Most of them were legal residents, but the agents did not seem to care. Let me know in the comments, do you think it is okay to target a whole community based on their background? Here is what makes this story even darker. Just 3 hours before Ahmed was stopped, an ICE agent shot and killed a woman named Renee Nicole Good. She was just watching the agents work in her neighborhood. She was not a threat. She was shot anyway. Ahmed knew about the shooting. He was watching videos of it on his phone when the agents knocked on his window. He knew he could be next. but he refused to stay quiet. January 7th, 2026. It was afternoon at the Minneapolis airport. Ahmed sat in his car in the Uber waiting lot. This is where drivers wait for their next ride. The lot was full of other drivers. Many of them were Somali, just like Ahmed. Ahmed was looking at his phone. He was watching videos of the shooting that happened earlier that day. Renee Nicole Good was dead. The Somali community was scared. People were texting each other warnings about where ICE agents were spotted. Ahmed knew the agents had come to this parking lot before. They came here because they knew Somali drivers work. Here they were hunting. These people are doing some scary stuff, Ahmed thought. They might put all the Somalis in camps and ship them back. Then he heard a knock on his window. A female Border Patrol agent stood outside. She was wearing a mask. Ahmed opened his door. "Are you a U.S. citizen?" she asked. Ahmed looked around. More agents were walking toward his car. They were all wearing masks. They were all armed. Some had cans of pepper spray hanging from their vests. Ahmed made a choice in that moment. He knew they might hurt him. He knew they might arrest him. He knew they might even kill him like they killed Renee. But he decided to stand his ground. If stories like this matter to you, hit that subscribe button now. The agent asked again, "Are you a U.S. citizen?" Ahmed did not answer. Instead, he asked his own question, "Why are you asking me?" "I can hear you don't have the same accent as me," she said. "That's why I'm asking." Ahmed felt the anger rise in his chest, but he stayed calm on the outside. "So you stopped me because of my accent? If you were from this country, you'd know I'm an immigration agent." Ahmed shook his head. "You're not at the border. This is Minnesota." More agents walked up. There were now over a dozen of them around his car. They all wore masks. They all carried weapons. One of them was Gregory Bovino, a senior Border Patrol official. He had cans of what looked like pepper